And the question you have to ask yourself is, do you want the next 10 years to be just like the old 10 years? If that's not the case, then the breakup is the blessing.
So there's some buzz going around about Steve Harvey, the charismatic talk show host and comedian we all know and love. Rumor has it that his wife, Marjorie, might have been involved with Steve's own bodyguard and personal chef. Can you believe it?
There's a penalty for infidelity. And you can't just say, I'm sorry. That would be great. I wish you could. I wish you could just walk in there and just say, look, I'm sorry.
Steve, the relationship expert and motivational speaker we've seen on TV, is facing a challenging situation. After all, he's been a voice on relationships and understanding women. Life can be ironic, right?
You know, some people say women have this lie about men. Once a cheater, always a cheater. That's not a true statement, ladies. Men change and become better. And all you got to do is see something.
Word on the street is that Marjorie allegedly had not one, but two affairs involving people close to Steve. One with a bodyguard and another with a chef. Things took a surprising turn when she reportedly asked for a divorce, along with a hefty chunk of Steve's fortune, around $200 million, and people are weighing in with their opinions on the situation. This person had an interesting take. Feel me? Look at Steve Harvey and Amp Marjorie right now. The whole talk about her cheating and everything. A lot of Hollywood power couples could give a fuck about the marriage, but if there's more money to be made together than apart, it would make more sense for them. And this person laid the blame at the feet of Marjorie. True, I had Steve Harvey in mind when I wrote that. Cheated on his wife with Marjorie, she bit his ass back by cheating on him with another. To give you a bit of context, Steve and Marjorie have been married for a solid 16 years. They actually knew each other back in the 90s and even dated for a bit. Fate brought them back together in 2005, while Steve was going through a tough time in his previous marriage. A year later, in 2007, they said, I do. Now let's talk a little about the viral bodyguard everyone's talking about, William Big Boom Freeman. During all the buzz about the cheating rumors, a bunch of surprising facts about his connection with the celebrity couple came to light. It turns out he played matchmaker for Steve and Marjorie back in 2005. Small world, right? Digging into his online presence, it seems Big Boom is more than just a bodyguard. He's quite the fan of Steve Harvey and frequently shares motivational quotes on Facebook under the moniker Big Boom the Bodyguard. He's got this routine of dishing out words of wisdom almost every day. In one of the Facebook posts, Steve Harvey and Marjorie Elaine's bodyguard wrote, I want lovers to realize that when you're in love and living a criminal lifestyle, you can't tell your loved one every single thing because at some point you're probably going to break up. And women will tell everything when they are mad to get back at you. You may think the relationship is asleep, but once you break up, everything you've done in the relationship wakes up to the public. So to be careful of the secrets you tell the person you love that can get you life in prison. Another post read, I think beauty hides pain. I'm talking about beautiful homes, cars, people, and women. That's because we look at the outside and we don't realize there's a lot of pain inside. That's just the part they pay the most attention to because that's what we're paying attention to. But a lot of times, we lose ourselves trying to create a false pretense for others to see. There's a broken heart inside of those big walls. There's a little troubled mind inside that nice fancy car. There's a lonely woman behind that beautiful look. Take care of your pain, and you won't have to spend so much money trying to hide it. But here's the intriguing part. Big Boom isn't just about muscle and security. He's also an author. He's penned books like, If You Want Closure in Your Relationship, Start With Your Legs, and Love Yourself First. Before joining Team Harvey, Big Boom had a rather unsavory past, claiming to have been a person of ill repute, using and abusing women. His website once shamelessly bragged about his predatory behavior, seeking power through exploiting women. And in a legal tussle involving Steve Harvey's ex-wife, Mary Lee, she made some damning claims. According to her, Big Boom wasn't just the muscle. He allegedly continued some unsavory dealings on Steve's behalf. She even went on to suggest that Big Boom coerced Steve's son, Winton, to abandon his college plans in Florida and return to Chicago back in 2015. In a latest Facebook post, Big Boom has shared his take on couples' missing spark in their relationships. He wrote, We see so many couples getting married, and they're so happy on their wedding day. hugging, kissing, and honeymooning, and everyone is happy for them. But after their love starts failing, they start asking themselves, where did the love go? Well, it went wherever disappointment, hatefulness, jealousy, foolishness, and abuse went. Steve Harvey's bodyguard continued. Because all of those things want to take love's place, because they feel like you're not paying enough attention to them, so they have to step in front of love. And you're the only one who can stop them from taking love's place. But you get caught up in life and start feeling lonely and let it all sink in. Stop asking where did the live go and start asking where is God? And the most interesting thing pointing toward Marjorie potentially cheating on Steve is the fact that that was how the two of them got together in the first place. But before that, Steve had to divorce Mary Vaughn. In 2011, Mary Lee shed light on her perspective of the story. She explained intercepting a confidential letter meant for Steve, delivered to their LA home, where a mistress revealed their affair. In another incident, a woman claiming to inquire about a job application for Steve called their home, and Mary Lee found it suspicious. That woman turned out to be Marjorie Bridges, Steve's future third wife and then mistress. Mary Lee went through significant distress during their split, speaking openly about the ordeal. She mentioned Steve never showed up for their divorce hearing and expressed anguish over losing custody of Winton, along with financial difficulties. Steve sued Mary Lee, accusing her of hindering his show on Oprah's own network and having negative rumors spread about him. He even had a letter drafted for her to sign, placing the blame on her for the rumors. On his morning talk show, Steve briefly addressed the issue, apologizing to his family for the fallout. However, he didn't take responsibility for the accusations. Contrary to her initial claims, court documents revealed in February 2011 showed Mary Lee received substantial financial support post-divorce, including $40,000 per month from 2005 to 2009 and a $1.5 million lump sum, along with 3 homes in the property settlement. Nonetheless, Steve obtained primary custody of Winton and relocated him to Atlanta. Despite a court order to stop discussing the divorce and custody case, Mary Lee continued speaking publicly, leading to her arrest in December 2013 for contempt of court. In 2017, she filed a $60 million lawsuit against Steve Harvey, listing various charges. The lawsuit was dismissed the following year. As of 2020, Mary Lee is reported to have a net worth of $500,000, while Steve Harvey enjoys a substantial salary of $40 million annually. She has remained largely silent about their 16-year marriage since the failed lawsuit. In 2020, Marjorie Harvey openly shared that she recognized Steve Harvey as her life partner shortly after they began their relationship. She candidly mentioned to Essence, "I knew he was the one shortly after I started dating him, but then he just left, disappeared." As many fans are aware, Steve Harvey faced significant financial struggles and hit rock bottom. Reflecting on this period, Marjorie Elaine remarked, "Before a man can be of use to a woman, he's got to know who he is, what he does, and how much he's going to make." Interestingly, it was only after Steve's divorce from Marcia in 2004 that his bodyguard took the initiative to reconnect him with Marjorie, facilitating their setup. But was that for his own gain? You tell me. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.